what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on two games that are being removed from Steam relatively soon in Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI. They are both getting a remastered version, the remastered, pixelated version of both those titles. We'll talk about that very briefly, and then I also want to give you guys a heads up on some great deals that are available right now. A great bundle as well as a great standalone deal. So more on that in just a little bit, but first of all, Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI are both being pulled from Steam on July the 27th, so that's like 4 weeks away, I think 4 weeks on the dot, yeah. These games are obviously retro titles that were ported to the PC, and they are not the best PC ports in the world. Final Fantasy VI is a tremendous game. Final Fantasy V is not quite on that level, but nevertheless, it was nice to have them on Steam, and you're still going to be able to play them on Steam. However, it's going to be through a new version, through the pixelated remaster version of Final Fantasy VI. I don't understand why they just don't keep everything on the store page. But yeah, you guys seem to like to know whenever these games are going to get pulled. I was late on letting you guys know about the Need for Speed titles, and some of you guys were upset about that. Nevertheless, this one isn't as bad because they are coming back just as new versions with this pixelated remaster version. It's a little bit odd that those versions are not being released on consoles for whatever reason. They're coming to smartphones and PC, but like, you would think they would sell really, really well on, like, PlayStation and even Xbox and Nintendo Switch, but for some reason, Square Enix is just not putting them on those platforms. Whatever the case may be, Final Fantasy III 3D and Final Fantasy IV 3D are still going to be available on Steam. Those are the 3D remakes, the Nintendo DS remakes of those titles that were released, and then they were later ported to mobile and then ultimately to Steam as well. Final Fantasy IV has its issues on the PC version through Steam, but it's still Final Fantasy IV, and Final Fantasy IV is a great game, and I recommend people to play it either on there or, you know, through their mobile phones or even their DS. FF3 is whatever. It's not something that I really played too much outside of the Nintendo DS version when that came out. Nevertheless, wanted to let you guys know about FF5 and FF6. Ultimately, you guys will be able to get the pixelated remaster version, which is such a weird thing we're going down. Pixelated remaster. Little bit of an odd one there, but whatever they want to do. Hopefully the pricing will be decent because FF6 is $16, FF5 is $16 as well, and neither of them went on sale during this Steam summer sale, so figure that one out. Obviously, they're getting ready for these games to be pulled. I don't think they're trying to sell more copies of it, and they want people to buy the pixelated remaster version. And that's adding to the fact that there's a giant Final Fantasy section on the summer sale, but for this reason, FF5 and FF6 are not available on it. Nevertheless, moving on from that, I do want to give you guys a heads up on a tremendous Fanatical game bundle, the Killer Bundle 18. Now, you can either get the Tier 1 bundle with 8 products for $5, or you can get the Tier 2 bundle, which is 11 products. Now, we'll go through it. Products is also including DLC packs and things like that. Tier 1 will get you Brutal Warhammer 40k Warfare, and Warhammer 40k Gladius Relics of War. The description was Brutal Warhammer 40k Warfare. I don't know why I said that as the title. You'll also get Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, which is excellent. Just that in the bundle for $5 makes it worth it. You got Rise of Industry 2130. You got Overpass, Help Will Come Tomorrow, Hot Shot Racing, and then Sundered Eldritch Edition. Now, Tier 2, if you pay $8, you get everything from above that I just mentioned, and then you also get Kingdom Come Deliverance and the From the Ashes DLC pack and the Band of Bastards DLC pack. So that is an awesome deal. $8 for KCD, 2 DLC packs, and then all of the aforementioned titles as well. That is a steal, and I would highly recommend you to pick that up. That is available at Fanatical, and I will also add that Fanatical have been gracious enough to hook me up with 8 keys for this bundle, and we will be giving those out tomorrow. More details on that in the very, very near future. But if you want to buy it right now, you can check that out over there. And also, I do want to note another great deal available at Fanatical. This is a flash deal. They have Persona 4 Golden 48% off for $10.39. Persona 4 Golden is awesome. This is the PlayStation Vita upgraded version of Persona 4. Still holds up pretty well. Some people think it's even better than Persona 5. I don't know if I would go that far, but Persona 4 is definitely a great game as well, and it seems like a lot of people think it's better than Persona 5. Like, I remember I mentioned that in a video before, and a lot of people in the comment section were like, yeah, bro, this game is way better than Persona 5, and again, Persona 5's a little bit more of a newer title, although this version came out on Steam, I believe, last year, so it hasn't been too long. But, yeah, you can check that out for nearly 50% off at $10.39. I thought that was a good deal to mention. But that's going to wrap up this one, guys. Again, FF5 and FF6 being replaced, I guess would be the better word, from Steam with the pixelated remastered versions of those titles. It'll be interesting to see what they price it at. Hopefully less than $16, because $16 is kind of pricey for those games. Killer Bundle 18 is awesome over at Fanatical. Check that out. We're giving away 8 of those bundles tomorrow, so you can also be on the lookout for that. And Persona 4 Golden, great discount on that, 48% off, $10.39. And that's going to wrap up this one. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.